Oh, hello. Hello. How are you doing? How are you today? Today we're going to be talking about Leicester City, who are in a bit of a mare. They're having a bit of a funny 5 minutes, or 5 games, or 5 months, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to be talking about them a bit. But first, I just want to thank you all for the support that I've had recently. I was getting excited about having 4 subscribers. How cool is that? How sad do I sound right now? But no, I'm so grateful to all of you that have pressed that button already. I think you're the start of something big, so just remember you are the first 4 here. And of course, if you're new, please do press that button and also like the video as well. And there's window cleaners outside, so they're wishing me good luck as well. So Leicester, this is a team that has won the league not too long ago, 6 years ago. And stuff has happened and they are in disarray. They are at bottom of the Premier League table with 1 point that came on their opening match, which they did in fact blow a 2-0 lead against Brentford at home. Straight off the bat, that is not a good start to their season, okay? So we'll analyse this game for game, really. And their starting lineup here, I'll put up on the screen. So obviously Danny Ward starting in goal. Schmeichel being lost is a very big void to fill. Obviously an incredible captain, an incredible servant of the club as well, had been there for absolutely years. And went to Nice, who seemed to be building a nice little project there with Aaron Ramsey going there as well. It came as a shock to a lot of people because obviously he was always consistently at Leicester, and I don't think anyone was expecting him to move before the end of his career. I thought everyone was expecting him to retire there, and it was a very out of the blue move. But equally, I would argue, putting Danny Ward in, 16 goals. 16 goals they've conceded over the course of 6 matches. More than 4.5 per game. It's mental numbers. To concede that many goals is just inconceivable to me. And it is relegation form already. Obviously that back three was very kind of established from last season. Amati really kind of brought himself into the light last season. Johnny Evans, obviously a very good player, and stepped up to being the captain as well. And finally Wesley Fofana, who has now obviously completed a move to Chelsea. A massive loss for Leicester City. And a defensive loss again where they have conceded a lot of goals. Let's not forget they have scored a fair few. They scored 2 in their opening match, 2 against Arsenal, 1 against Chelsea, none against Man United, and 2 against Brighton. So quite often scoring 2 goals in each match. So I don't think the goal scoring is a problem at the moment. Yeah, Vardy's not quite been on form, but I don't think goal scoring is as much as a problem as the defensive side of it. And it's worrying. It really is worrying because they have a wealth of fullbacks. You're talking Justin, Castagna, Thomas, Pereira also, who we haven't seen for a long time, and a load of good midfielders as well. Dewsbury Hall, Ndidi, Samare, Tielemans, Maddison. Some madly good central midfielders. And so you got to ask yourself, what is going wrong? Should Brendan Rodgers be out the door? Well, that is a tough question, my friend. In my opinion, I think they need a change. Brendan Rodgers, yeah, he's delivered a 5th place finish twice, I believe, and then a 8th place finish last season. They really started to drop off last season. I think they should have saw the signs then and perhaps got rid of him then. They've retained some great talent, and I would say on paper a much better side than that Brighton team that absolutely battered them 5-2. So clearly it's something other than the players going wrong. Clearly they're not inspired enough, they're not driven to really achieve something. They don't really know where they place anymore. Years and years ago they were looking at relegation battles, then they were looking at Champions League battles, and last season where they dropped off the edge a bit, and they don't really know where they stand anymore. Because are they in Champions League contention? I would say not, and I think most people would say they're not. But are they in relegation contention? Before the season, most people would say no. So they're in that middle ground, and I don't think they really get how to be there, and it's just not enough drive and enough of an aim for them. So who knows what could happen. With them bottom of the table though, with 1 point. They are significantly behind. Forest and West Ham both have 4 points, which is not bad at all for a start to the season. But Leicester severely behind. The next match against Villa at home, and then Spurs, and then Forest. Forest, I think, will be a very big one because it's the relegation test. They're both down there. They're both sides that have been perhaps worse than the rest, but also Forest have been pretty unlucky on some games. But I think we'll see what comes of it. I can see Brendan Rodgers getting sacked. But tell me your thoughts down below. I always want to hear it. Always want to hear it, even if you're wrong. No, I'm joking, you're never wrong. Thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you for all your support. It really means the world. Thank you so much. I will see you next time, which will be very soon, because I've just realised I think Thomas Tuchel's got sacked, so there's going to be one about that as well. So, see you in a bit.